What's up, guys? This is the first video of, I hope, many over the course of the school year, just to keep you informed on what we're doing, what's going on, what the week's going to be like, maybe what I'm noticing of the kids writing or reading, or maybe even their behavior as a whole group. Just to keep you in the loop, I feel like I've done a poor job of communicating with parents, and this gives me an opportunity because I enjoy more video communication than I do the written communication that some people read, some people don't. So here it is. Today's e-learning day. As you know, I've enjoyed the opportunity to catch up on some stuff that I have not gotten done over the past couple of weeks. I tell you what, it's been an overwhelming year, but I think there's some more good moments than bad moments. I've been trying to focus on those. I just got done grading all of the kids' performance tasks. What that is an essay to see where they're at with their writing at the beginning of the year. And I noticed that a lot of students are lacking in certain categories. I will be sending home those penny essays with the kids in their Tuesday folders next week. That's my plan, at least. I have to present them to the rest of the school to show them where my kids are at, to keep me accountable, and to keep me moving these kids forward. I'm noticing that grammar is lacking in almost every paper. There are a couple of high flyer kids that are doing very well. There are 3 kids out of the 50 that have gotten 75% plus mastery of 6th grade skills. Most people, 8% to 25%, have 8% to 25% mastery over all the 6th grade skills we expect for writing. So we've got a lot of work to do, but the great news is we can see a lot of growth by the end of the year. It's only month 2, I'd say, of the school year. I'm going to work on grammar with the kids. We're going to take a couple of the penny essays and go over them in class, a couple of the better ones, to show what the essay needs in order to be a coherent piece of writing and what it needs to communicate the message that we want to see communicated. So the reason I'm doing this is because I think writing is a valuable skill. I'm not doing it because I want them to pass the test. I would love for them to pass the I-STEP. That's one of my goals, for sure. My main goal is to help them communicate what they want to say to others. Communication is key in any kind of field you go into, and that's why I care about it. I try to connect everything that I do with something meaningful in real life, because otherwise I can't connect to the material, and it makes my job feel dull, boring, and I wonder what I'm doing. So I'm trying to keep it connected to real life and trying to move forward. This is the curriculum I'm using for reading, just so everybody knows. It's called EL Education. It's a very rigorous curriculum, and it's maybe going to be adopted by our school next year completely for everybody. I think it's a great curriculum because it keeps everything connected to standards and also puts the responsibility on the children to take control of their own learning. And it sounds kind of crazy, but when I'm not the person up here just lecturing them all day and they're teaching each other, that's when real learning happens, and that's when higher order thinking happens. So that's why I love this curriculum, because it always gets the kids talking, all about discussion and moving forward and becoming experts, because I'm watching another expert in the class. I like that a lot. So that's our core English curriculum. Social studies, I have to be honest with you, I have not done my part to make social studies a valuable part of our classroom. And I'm trying to figure out how I might do that. 6th grade is all about European history, and some key moments are World War II, and European geography, economics, etc. I want to focus on that. My main concern is writing, reading, but I'll keep you updated on what we do for social studies. We finished one project called the 5 Themes of Geography. This is where each student had a partner, and they chose a European country to research, and then they presented their country using a slideshow format, which I liked because it increases communication, helps them learn about different cultures, what different countries are like. So I thought that was a good intro to Europe. We had the students, when I was gone one day, take a map of Europe and fill in all the countries so that they're familiar with where everything's at, and color code it so that they can separate those countries and see, oh, there's this many countries in Europe, and this is where they are. We've been doing a lot of CNN 10 because I've been hesitant to start the social studies curriculum, but also because it's nice to know about current events. So we've done about 5 or 6 of those. It's 10 minutes of the top stories in news today. We've done that. I feel like our social studies curriculum is lacking, and that's partly my fault because I'm just starting, but our English is not. We are staying true to our English curriculum, which is important because these kids, I want to see growth by the end of the year because I care about them. What I also care about is them being ready for middle school. So you might notice that a lot of times I am absolving responsibility for some of the problems, for some problems that the children have, because I want to teach them to take care of some of their own problems, to take responsibility. Because in middle school, that's what you have to do. That's what you start to do. And in life, that's what you need to do, is take responsibility for your own problems. So you might notice, you might have heard children come home and say that Mr. Tabor says, I only have time for my own problems. And that's one of the things I do say, to let them know that this is their problem and they have to figure it out. One of those things is the Chromebooks. So those Chromebook consent forms that I sent home with the children, I didn't let you guys know about because I wanted to give that responsibility to children. So now we have a couple of kids that don't have those Chromebook consent forms filled out, and they haven't turned them in. So now I'm letting you know a couple of weeks after that they need to get those in. And if they need an extra copy, to let me know, and I will get them an extra copy. But they cannot take their Chromebook charger home until they get it. And that's going to make it very hard for them to do work. Some of them have had piled up work since that time that now they have to catch up on. So it's kind of a logical consequence of not taking responsibility. And I'm letting the consequence teach the lesson because the price tag now is cheaper than it will be in the future when they're irresponsible with something that's much more important. So, yeah, I hope this gave you an idea kind of like what's been going on in our class. I feel like I talked a whole lot, but I want to keep putting these videos out there. I want this channel to be someplace where you guys can be informed, and it's a little bit easier for me to get my thoughts together if I can just discuss them like this, in this format. I hope you like it. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you pay attention. I'll post some things on Google or on Class Dojo to let you know if I post another one. All right. Love you guys. I hope everything's going great. And if you have any concerns, always don't hesitate to call me on my phone at the school. I'm not giving out my personal information, but on Class Dojo, you can message me there too. So, right on. Enjoy your Monday. Hope everything's going good at work. Thank you.